The man was just trying to take a sip of water during his flight when he suddenly noticed his fingernails turning black at an alarming rate. As a doctor, he immediately recognized it as a sign of severe oxygen deprivation affecting the heart and lungs. But before he could figure out a way to respond, the bottle in his hand began to warp and twist, and the glass of water on his tray started shaking violently. At the same time, a flight attendant sensed something was wrong. She rushed to her seat, fastened her seatbelt, and urged passengers to do the same. What no one realized was that it was already too late. Within seconds, the plane flew straight into a patch of turbulence. The water in the glass floated into the air, and passengers who hadn't buckled up were sucked upward by the sudden loss of cabin pressure. The entire cabin began shaking violently. The terrifying sight left passengers in shock, and in desperation, they clung tightly to the armrests, silently praying to make it through alive. Meanwhile, the pilot recognized the emergency and quickly secured his oxygen mask. The cabin, now under decompression, triggered the overhead oxygen masks to drop. Passengers scrambled to put them on, taking deep breaths of precious oxygen. But Jack's wife didn't react in time. Unable to breathe properly, she passed out before she could secure her mask. What no one knew was that at that very moment, a young woman was in the restroom. The violent shaking made it impossible for her to open the door. Trapped and starved of oxygen, she collapsed unconscious onto the floor. Determined to save his wife, Jack shakily made his way to the flight attendant's station. He managed to find a bottle of emergency oxygen in the supply room and rushed back to place it on his wife's face, just in time to pull her back from the brink. Against all odds, after one final round of violent turbulence, the cabin pressure miraculously stabilized. Flight 7500 had made it through the ordeal. To reassure the passengers, the captain immediately made an announcement over the intercom.